Dudes are really trying to act hard in our current year. Now, in no means am I saying I'm tough. Because I'm...
Listen, not only in our year, bro. There's so many people back then even who did that. Nah, that's not even true.
Let's get that out of the way. I'm sweeter than Grandma's cookies. I mean, look at my channel mascot, and plus I'm a YouTuber.
I mean, Duck is cool. Yeah,
Shit is very sweet around here. Now, there really is some people I've seen in my lifetime that really act like they're real demons amongst us when they're not. They're fakes. And even people on the internet as well. Now, we'll start with the term a fake demon. Now, what is a fake demon, you ask?
What is... Somebody who tries to act up but basically being a little bitch. I mean, you can get a really good example like Rakai from the video I watched before that.
Who actually thinks they do the most demonic
a really good example.
Ever. But in reality, they're charm and ultra soft with smooth tear. They'll always try to portray themselves as the scariest dude on the planet.
You know why? Insecurity. It's always insecurity because they're you know, it's like when you meet the bear, so what the internet says to you, you gotta be like that. Whoa! So the bear's gonna be afraid of you because you're bigger than him. I don't know really if it works or not. Probably it works sometimes, and some other times you're just getting close to death.
Didn't mess with them. But yeah, I searched up sweeter than sugar on TikTok, and I was curious to see what came up, and this is what I found.
Probably women. I don't care. Keep going. Be my toy, or I'm doxing you and...
Keep going. Be my toy or I'm doxing you and swatting you. What
the fuck is wrong with you?
Just go in Roblox right now and look down at your shirt. You gotta
listen. By the way, it's a fucking kid, and I didn't notice that.
A cute little cat on your shirt, and you're saying all this shit. Like, you're not tough, bro. You're just a chud.
Maybe just a woman.
You're really gonna dox people over Roblox? Yo, you gotta get it together, bro.
Quit shining the light at me.
I'm sorry, but turn around.
Really?
Bro, I would have run away from that shit, bro. That's fucking creepy.
At first,
it looks like some kind of...
I'm sorry, but turn around.
It looks like it's full black clothes, just like a fucking, I don't know, fucking ghost.
Really?
At first glance, you're walking down the street at night. Some dude that looks like this pulls up on you. You're gonna be shitting yourself. Well,
I would just fucking run away from there. I better be alive than tough and dead, bro.
At least because, look, man, I'm sweet, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really just prefer it to be peace and tranquility over here.
And that's what makes you more gigacha than all of those acting tough motherfuckers. Because they can't admit to be themselves, and they think they need to be somebody else to be, like, cool. They don't need to be cool. They need to be themselves. That's fucking stupid.
Situation, I would have ran already. Or I would have been like speed walking. But this guy confronted him, and this is what happened. Okay, I'd sound like a top 5.
Hopefully he didn't get shanked, right?
Yeah, no.
You wanna play this game today? Alright, come here.
And now...
Imagine if he pulls out a gun or something like that, bro. I wouldn't be fucking scared.
He's done, just like that. He said, come here, and instantly folded like a MacBook Air. Dudes are really fake demons. This guy looked so menacing at first.
Yeah, he looked, and then he folded immediately,
chasing him down, or not chasing him down, buddy.
You know what, maybe the guy who was actually recording this video was like a real demon.
He was like walking in his direction, but that was an instantaneous fold, bro. It wasn't even a second. Next, we gotta talk about the internet thug. This dude...
Why internet thugs are a thing? Because there's no accountability, no one's gonna fucking punch you in the face so you can talk shit all you want. And I mean, sometimes I'm like that too, because, you know, sometimes when I am in the game and somebody throws my game really hard, I'm gonna be like, you fucking idiot, moron, dumbass! What the fuck are you doing? Go fucking uninstall this game and go jump off a... couch.
Really acts like he commits crimes on the daily. But in reality, we all know he's trolling and is only tough when talking behind the screen. They'll really threaten to dox you, beat up your entire family bloodline, pretend to be bad.
But it's again, it's because they know there's no accountability. One of those days, they're gonna talk shit about some guy who actually lives nearby, they don't really know about it. He's gonna meet them, recognize them, and gonna be like, so what were you saying, little shit? I'm sorry.
Badass and about that life online. But of course, when it comes to real life, they come across somebody on the internet that doesn't play, and they have to go toe-to-toe with them. They just duck, even though they were the person that was like, yo, drop your addy, bro.
They just duck? They just duck?
Right now, as they're like talking shit to them in the game. Fake crash outs. Sometimes emotions really get the best.
women.
Of us. But here's a reenactment of the fake crash.
Nah, there's a lot of beach asses too, like, it's not just a woman thing. And I'm talking about woman not because I'm like a fucking, I don't know, I forgot the word for it, like the woman hater, you know? It's because, the hormones, bro, the hormones.
Shouts. Hypothetical crash out. That's the level of impact their crash out had. Even though they make it the biggest deal in the entire world, they gotta tell the world they're about to crash out. Their favorite phrase is really, on God, I'm about to crash out. Customer service is giving them a hard time. On God, I'm about to crash out. They put dill pickles on their burger. On God, I'm about to crash out.
Well, that's a valid reason to crash out, of course.
There was a whole meme in 2024 about how people who said that had photos like this in their living room. And look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I probably got some photos like this in my living room. So hey, if you're putting on a front, bro, stay in your lane. There's nothing wrong with being a good kid. You don't have to put on this front of being a man.
There's nothing wrong to being a good guy too. It's not only the kids, bro. There's a lot of adults who act tough because they think some people really think they're hot shit and like egotistic to the fault, and some just think that nothing gonna happen to them too.
Every second of the day. Although I don't have any examples online, I have some examples from real life. This is not just an online occurrence. In 2022,
not only you. Everybody has this kind of experience in real life. I feel like if you're above a 10-year-old.
Encountered my first fake crash out / fake demon. So I was working on the shift at a grocery store.
Right.
I was tired, it was late, I was ready to go home. Then all of a sudden, this fake Karen crash out comes in and just starts talking crazy to the person at the customer service desk. I feel like they weren't really crashing out, but the crash out was brewing. Like they were beginning the meltdown phase. They were yelling and throwing a temper tantrum. Over the way, one of the cashiers bagged some.
Because they get a high out of that, bro. They get a high out of that. Or maybe, you know, it's some people that like to pour all their negative energy onto others, and sometimes they have like a hard day at work and then come somewhere and start to crashing out with everybody, bro. It is fucking stupid, man.
That cashier may have been me, because she went right to the customer service desk and just started threatening to fire the lady that was working there. And
how would she do that? She has no power over there, bro.
First, I was worried, like, damn, am I really gonna get this lady fired because I bagged something so shittily? But then she didn't really seem worried. She's like, yo, you're not gonna do shit. You know, although this Karen trope is like ran into the ground at this point, like,
everybody likes to talk about it and make fun of them because, you know, it's really fun when especially when the Karens got what they deserve, you know. This is why some people started to watch like Cop Slap with all of those arrests when Karen got arrested and she's like, I didn't do anything, I can't breathe, because, you know, it's really funny when somebody like that gets finally humbled.
It's real. I thought this shit was an internet exclusive my whole life. Moral of the story, she didn't do shit, man. She was just going on a temper tantrum for—
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, phrases, all bark, no bites. It's pretty much what Karens are, and active tough is pretty much is like that.
Nothing, man.
I mean, dogs do that too. I mean, they also act out because they're afraid. If you think about it, really acting tough is part of the equation, is being scared of somebody too. Like maybe that's true for humans too.
Fake crashing out.
Could be.
Nobody got fired. This was the stupidest shit ever. One time.
Because everybody is normal understands that, yes, customer is always right, but it's not about every individual customer, it's the customers as a whole, you know? Individual customer could be really, very much wrong.
We were in the middle of the burbs, man. Just straight suburban area. Like I said, I'm from the burbs. Shit is hella sweet over here. But I guess someone had this dude over, you know, he had a few drinks. Okay, not a few drinks. But when he went outside, I don't know who he was feeling like, because immediately he just started pointing finger guns at the neighbor's house. They just started going—
So what would he shoot them with a fucking finger, bro?
Oh my, bow, bow, bow. Like, are we serious? This dude's really acting like he has sticks. Bro, you have no sticks for nobody.
What, was he like fucking 8 years old or what?
Wait, am I crazy for including this in the video? Like, yo, this dude, we're in the middle of the suburbs, man. And then a few minutes later, there was a cop car that showed up. I don't think anything happened because, yeah, he was just a drunk idiot. But if somebody was there to press him, he's folding immediately, bro. I could just tell if a real demon showed up. Somebody who really did not mess around. Come on.
You know, the quiet kid in classes, a lot of people actually like to laugh about that too. When a quiet kid stands up, you gotta run, bro.
Like, he would have folded. Was he trying to act tough? I don't know what the goal of that was. Next, we got the when my eyes turn red, run. They really think—
But again, Think about it. Think about it. He's drunk. So his thinking ability is very much impaired. So you could just maybe in normal life he doesn't act like
They're
that.
part
Hopefully.
beast, and they're super dangerous.
Hopefully.
This
That's what it
internet
is.
trope is too funny. They really think they're seeing red, when in reality, bro, they're not gonna do shit. I don't even know how this phrase came to be, but
What is this furry ass shit, bro? When my eyes turn red, run, bro. Demon emoji, skull emoji, oh, and black heart. Oh my fucking god. How to say you are cornball without saying you are cornball, bro? Is this like a milady?
nobody is running. They really think they have
Oh,
a goddamn
fuck
dark
me.
side or something, and they're just stowing it away like an anime villain. Now, I don't think anybody in
Probably
real life,
true.
unironically,
But I mean, it's most of that sounds like some kind of, you know, edgy 14-year-olds thinking they're Yagami Light or like the fuck. What was this white-haired kid from the Ghouls, bro?
says this
Kaneki
shit anymore,
Ken,
because
yeah,
it's just getting
that
made
guy.
fun of on the internet like crazy. But there were really days I've seen people like see red or like do an anime villain transformation, and that shit would go viral. But if you hear that
Really?
today, like, you're not taking that shit serious. That you would just
Of
think
course
they're
not.
sweeter than sugar.
Nobody ever took that shit seriously, bro. It always was like for funsies, and everybody was like, okay, Jonathan, sit down in the class. Nobody fucking cares.
It really sounds like a 90s movie trope. It's that corny. Ego lifters. There's nothing wrong with lifting a 12-pound weight if that's all you can do. Everybody's
Some
at a
people
different...
try to they try to get more weight than they can. They get like barely one push. You know, I've seen that. I've seen that myself. True. Fuck, why can't I start it?
point currently in
Spacebar.
weightlifting.
What
And if
did it
people
work?
hate on you for being lower than them in weight, that's just lame. Form is really everything in the gym, or else you're not...
It's again, why do you think they compare the weights? Because they have a comparative attitude, because they have how do you call it? Fuck, I forgot the word, man. They have a really fragile ego, that's why. If they were really confident in themselves, they wouldn't really do that shit, because, you know, who cares? It's not how you compare people anyways. You don't really compare them at all, you can't really do that. No good.
even gonna get
Fucking
stronger.
spacebar,
You're
bro.
just gonna feel pain. All pain, no gain is really what ego lifters go through. Just to look tough
ego,
in
yeah.
front of everybody.
Yes,
Some dudes
exactly.
will really have the worst form of all time. They'll just swing around 50-pound weight.
What the fuck is that, bro? What? Brother, there's no way somebody actually does it like that. So, but I mean, yeah, maybe some stupid people.
And not even be able to handle it. They'll have
Shit.
terrible form because they're not strong enough. Just because you got 50-pound
Wow.
weights in your hand when you can't even control it, that doesn't make you look tough.
It makes you look unprofessional and stupid and just trying to get an injury out of nothing. Yes, exactly. You can seriously injure yourself. That's really a problem. People underestimate how easily broken the human body is. If you do something wrong, if you like make a backflip wrong, you can fucking die because you're gonna, you know, snap your neck or some shit. It's really easy to fucking die. And people underestimate, like they think that they are unkillable for some reason. Invincible, bro. That's really stupid, man. I don't understand. Okay. Bro can barely even hold them, man.
Yeah, whole lot of nothing.
You can
is
see
going
that
on in this
shit.
clip. He's really just moving this shit from point A to point
Yeah, but he's barely even holding that. Why is he trying to even to lift with it? He can't really... His hands are shaking when he just holds it, bro. He doesn't...
be. There is
Why?
no muscle being built. Like, it's not even going down to his chest. Can you even consider this a rep? This is really what it looks like when I'm at failure. I got nothing left in the tank. Now, I don't know if he's trying to impress others or if it's just like a self-pride thing, but...
I think maybe... Did he record it himself or not? Maybe he did it himself and then somebody reposted it with like... he set himself up to fail.
I don't know. Ego lifting to me is just not tough. Just slugging around.
It's not tough because it's also not efficient. You can't really build muscle like that, bro. You can get more injuries and then we need to rest much more then. If you overextend your muscles, if you overwork them.
weights with like terrible
The balance
form.
is key, bro.
But if you have solid form, it
As
doesn't
with
have to
everything.
be perfect. That's pretty impressive. Like, of course, push yourself, but sometimes there's really levels to this gym shit.
It's always about fucking balance. I said that before, I'm gonna say it again. Everything is in life about balance, man. If you underwork, you're not gonna build muscle. If you overwork, then you would need to... they're gonna be teared up too much, the muscles, right? And then you need to repair them pretty much for a long time then, you know? And it's also not gonna work efficiently. You need to... Balance between the two.
Because you could really get hurt if you're not doing it correctly.
Exactly.
If YouTube is listening,
That's
don't
true.
do this. Please. You will
That's true.
seriously get hurt. Nobody's gonna care that you're lifting small weights. You risk getting a career-ending injury. You know, God forbid that happens, but it could. Next, we gotta talk about tough guy or alpha males, whatever you want to call them.
I was literally
Oh,
diagnosed
bruh.
as somebody that's fearless. Yeah. I felt like I was
Diagnosed is fearless. It sounds like you were like diagnosed as autistic or some shit, bro. What?
God.
I've talked about them before in videos.
There's no diagnosis
I
like
made a
that,
whole
man.
last
It's fucking
video on
idiot.
tough guys. But one tough guy in particular really fits the fake
Wait. He's really faces familiar, bro. I've seen him
demon
somewhere
category.
before.
King Azule.
That point on, my dad knew he
Oh
couldn't
yeah,
do
that guy who was like scamming people or some shit as well too.
it. And I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I
Alright.
did this, and it broke.
Yeah, it just broke. He just put
Imagine if dad stands there with a stick, right? That's the dad with a stick, right? He just stands there, and this guy is like. Bro, is that what fucking happened there or what? You didn't even say that he tried to attack him, right? Wait, let me see it
My
again.
dad knew he couldn't take one. And I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden
Alright.
stick, and he went to hit me over the head.
Oh no, went to hit
And
me.
I did
Okay,
this,
I
and
missed
broke.
it.
yeah,
I
it
missed
just broke. He just put his hand up and grabbed it, and that's it.
Fuck,
No
what's
more
wrong with
wooden
that?
stick. This dude just had that brute force strength to just break it with one grab from his hand.
And then I took it out of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in the leg, picked him up, and threw him on the coffee table. Coffee table broke in half. That's
He was hyping.
I feel like he was watching some John Wick shit, bro, or like some, I don't know, fucking Fast and Furious fight scenes, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Pathetically 13. He's talking about how he broke the coffee table. He lifted his dad.
What?
Okay, let's get this out of the way. He looks like he would beat my ass now, for sure. But you know, to the first time viewer, this might look like a real story. Once you hear more and more podcast clips, you'll know.
Oh yeah. I've seen like the Turkey Tom shit. He was there was a lot of inconsistencies with this guy, man.
Oh, he's just straight bullshitting.
162. I gotta be honest, I did one of those IQ tests like a few years ago. I had like 125, and that's also pretty good too. But I mean, 160 is, I don't think, not entirely feasible because those IQ tests aren't gonna be able to even score you that high.
actions that you cause,
Bro.
hitting the bone, thickens the bone. I used
Come
to
on.
sit there and hit my shins with a hammer all fucking day. All fucking day.
You would sit there and hit. Okay, no. Now I know you're trolling. That's really
Cap.
the equivalent of saying, yeah, punch lockers for fun. This dude is really an anomaly.
Oh, they don't fuck up their hands.
I mean, the more you try to over the top it, so there will be a lot of clips about you, right? They try to dramatize it in the clip format, bro. The more people gonna realize you're a fucking talking pile of shit. And maybe you look really tough right now, but bro, what are you, fucking Superman now? What the fuck?
by hitting somebody's head.
Why do you even lose your credibility because of a stupid lie like that? You can't really have an IQ 160. With this amount of lies you told, you probably have an IQ 60 because the more you lie, the more you need to keep up with all of them and remember all of them to be able to produce the same lies perfectly so people wouldn't notice that you lie. So the more you go on podcasts and lie, the harder you make it for yourself because every time you invent a new lie, and if somebody's gonna press you over it and gonna try to examine it, question it, you're not gonna be able to hold, you're gonna fucking fold, rhyme, bitch. Because you're not going to be able to remember all of that. This is why, for example, I don't like to lie a lot. Because the more you lie, the more you need to keep up with your own lies. You need to remember them perfectly and be able to convince them perfectly too.
Your head is the strongest.
You need to be
bone
like
in
an
the
actor
body.
for that.
And if you train it and bang it enough for a whole year,
then you're going to have a concussion, bro. And then maybe you're going to become a retard or maybe some...
becomes 4 times thicker. When we hurt,
You're talking about skulls, bro. Bones don't really work like that. I don't think if you break a bone, it's gonna become stronger. Maybe the opposite is true.
learned that at a young age. That's what I learned from the Shaolin monk.
Now, the good old Shaolin monks. Oh no, it was Tibetan monks for Batman. Okay, so I can't really draw that reference. Oh my fucking god, bro. Maybe this is why you make so much lies now, because you trained your head too much when you were a kid.
What is this dude even on about? how many concussions has he gotten in his lifetime? This dude
exactly, and this is why he makes so much lies. This is why he thinks his IQ is 160, because he trained his head by banging a lot, and his brain grew and grew and grew after each bang, like, you know, like a muscles. At least he thinks that.
Is really speed running concussions. But if he didn't really say anything ridiculous, I wouldn't even
concussion any percent, bro.
Question. I mean, he looks like he would beat my ass. But the reason I wanted to cover this again is because this is what happens when you cap on the internet. People don't take you serious. But despite him saying F students are inventors, and only the F students were capable of inventing.
That's true. Some F students are, but not because they're really stupid, but because they're really lazy or they don't fit in the current system, so they don't really want to do those homeworks and shit. That could be part of the truth. But saying that only F students are, that's complete fucking lie. Think about all of the most powerful inventors in the world, right? All of those like, fuck, I forgot the names, bro. Inventors of Apple or like Microsoft, Bill Gates. Didn't they come from like prestigious universities when they dropped out because they wanted to pursue their own thing? But they were able to get there in the first place. Because they were fucking smart, and the system were recognizing that too.
Inventing crazy things. Nobody else. He got invited to be a guest speaker.
That's stupid.
I don't know how he pulled this off. And now he's on his motivational speech arc. And he was getting trolled the entire time.
I wake up in the morning before the sun. I wake up to say hi to the sun.
He should have said like, I wake up to wake up the sun. I just yell at the skies, wake up, and then the sun comes out. So I can control the sun. If you would have said that, bro, it would be like 100 times better.
They really acted like
fucking whoever edited that shit, man, he knows ball.
it was the toughest thing ever spoken. Just to troll. I don't know. They were just trolling, bro.
Bro, you do understand that there was every second fucking I don't know, millionaire wakes up at like 4 in the morning and then doing like a cold shower and all that shit, and all the stupid like rich people routine that they think is actually gonna help them. And it's not because of their like papa's money, of like dad's millions, of course.
They all had their phones out.
It's because of waking up at 4 AM, of course.
Trying to get a clip.
Yeah,
but yeah, some
true.
dude that's been getting trolled and memed on the internet goes to your school. That's a viral clip right there. I mean, I believed him, bro.
That's
That
true.
he woke up in the morning before the sun. He says hi to the sun. Yeah, I felt that, bro.
That's so ridiculous, man.
I run a cold shower. I go into a cold shower just to get my body going.
Bro, I did cold shower myself and it's so fucking uncomfortable, and fuck that. I did that mostly when you know, there's a planned disabling of the cold water like every year for like 2 weeks. And sometimes you just warm the water, you know, in a pot, and then you shower with that. And sometimes you just, you know, sometimes you go with the cold water because you're fucking lazy and don't want to really wait for like a fucking hours, for like an hour, you know, to get it to heat and all that stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life, man. I don't really want to do that myself. I don't really want to do it willingly, bro.
I go for a run, I go for a workout, and all of that is done before 6:30 a.m.
So basically, you're repeating all of the successful inventors, not, I won't say influencer, but entrepreneurs, who think that they're gonna be successful, or they think their success is attributed to all of this stupid routine, bro. Nobody buys this shit for like fucking years at this point. Shut up.
This
Shut
is what
the fuck
happens
up, bro.
when someone that says the F students are the inventors of the world goes to a school. You know, at least it was entertaining. He was really brightening people's days at the very least. Before I take you
Yeah, especially with the laser eyes, bro.
to another video on the end screen, thank you all so much for 500,000
How much does he have now? 531. Bro, I'm gonna be saying, oh, bro really deserves that. That's just really good content right there.
subscribers.
That's a really
I
good
couldn't have
shit.
done it without you guys, so I wanted to thank you all again in video. Also, thank you to everybody who's been reacting to my videos. I've been seeing a lot of reactions.
Oh, bros watch that. They watched it. Other people watch that too. God damn.
Recently, and I've seen the Jinxie reactions as well, which is crazy. If you told me 2 years ago it'd be reacting to me, yo, I'd say you're smoking crack. And hey, you dropped the sub, I appreciate it.
Duck, yo, this guy's actually like such a goated YouTuber. Chat, go sub to the Duck, man.
But yeah, all the reactions and
Absolutely
support
agree.
really goes a long way, so thank you. But if you enjoyed this video, watch.
Absolutely fucking agree. the duck, more like the goat. This guy is absolutely awesome, man. I'm gonna tell you, he's absolutely wonderful. I like this guy a lot. And about acting tough, yeah, that's fucking cringe. It's about insecurity, it's about not being able to accept you as who you are, wanting to be somebody else, and it's never a good thing. Because you can't be tough if your at heart is not tough. You are gonna crack, you're gonna show... get cracked, of course, too. You are gonna show your true side, and when you show it to other really tough people, they're not gonna... Maybe they're gonna respect that, but they're not gonna respect your fake grind to be tough. It's not gonna fucking work. People hate liars and people who don't really understand who they are. This what about it. And again, check out the duck and thank him for this wonderful content, and see you next time. Bye.